The Garland by the Bashful Balloon, narrated by me, Luca Eliseo Lopez. Come on, let's listen. There was going to be a very special party. You know, the kind that only happens once in a great while. And for the first time, the whole garden had been asked to help build something together. An organic balloon garland, stretching the full length of the arch made entirely of everyone in the garden. Oh, Pip was thrilled. Breezy was thrilled. Even Gust, calmer these days, was thrilled. Only one thing stood in the way. Nobody could agree how it should look. Oh, it should be in order, Pip said, arranging the balloons by size, biggest to smallest, nice and even. Oh, no, Breezy argued, already arranging what Pip had just done. It should flow like a rainbow. No, not clumped all the big ones together. It should be balanced, said one of the bunch. Same number on each side. Lumi, glowing softly nearby, tried to help by adding a star shape in the very center. But that just upset the biggest to the smallest plan Pip had just been building, and Gust, trying to be useful, blew a gentle gust to fluff the garland into place, which scattered half of what everyone had just arranged. Within minutes, the garland was a tangled mess of half-finished ideas, each balloon trying to force their own vision of beautiful onto something that was supposed to be built together by everyone. Frustrated, the group finally drifted apart, each settling in their own corner of the garden, quietly annoyed. The garland sat unfinished, uneven, some places crowded together, some places gapped and bare. That's when Roberta noticed, watching quietly from the edge of the garden, as always, watching from a distance before offering anything. You've all gone very still, commenting. That's unusual for this group. Well, we can't agree, Pip admitted, floating over with a small sigh. Everyone wants the garland to look a certain way. My way, and Breezy's way, and Lumi's way. But every time one of us arranges it, someone else comes and changes it. It doesn't look like anyone or anything anymore. It just looks messy. Roberta considered this tangled garland for a long moment. Can I ask you something? Whose garland is it? Well, everyone's, Pip said. That's the whole point. Well, then maybe, Roberta said gently, that was never meant to look like any one of yours idea. Maybe it was never going to look like all of you all together, which means letting go of what each of you pictured alone. Breezy drifted closer, listening. But then how do we know what it's supposed to look like? Oh, well, maybe you don't. Well, not ahead of time, Roberta said. Maybe that's the part that's hard to accept. You can't hold on to your own perfect picture of it and also let everyone else's shape belong too. At some point, you have to let go of control and trust what happens when you all show up exactly how you are, without trying to force the whole thing onto one single vision. Lumi floated over, glow flickering thoughtfully. That sounds a little scary, not knowing what it'll look like. It is a little scary, Roberta agreed. Letting go usually is. But look, and gestured toward the tangled garland with one long branch. Even in this mess, look closely. There's a place where Pip's careful size ordering meets Breezy's colorful flow. And it actually looks lovely, right where they blend. There's a gap where Lumi's star went, and it lets the light through in a way that nothing else could. Everyone drifted closer, looking at the garland differently now. not as a failed vision of one plan, but as a fragment of 5 different ideas that hadn't finished figuring out how to become one thing just yet. What if, Gust offered, quietly, uncharacteristically thoughtful, we stopped trying to make it match any one single idea and just added ourselves to it, however we actually are, and let it become whatever it becomes? The bunch nodded slowly. No more arranging what someone else already placed. No more trying to make it match a picture in my head, Pip agreed, letting go of the biggest to the smallest plan that they had already been holding on to. Oh, well. One by one, they drifted back to the Garland, not fixing what was already there, just adding to it, exactly as they were. Pip's careful roundness beside Breezy's long and dreamy shape, and Lumi's star glowing warm between 2 gaps. And Gust's windswept edges softening the lines where they might have looked too neat or too perfect, and the bunch clustering together in their own corner, unwilling to be spread thin just to satisfy someone else's symmetry. It wasn't in order, it wasn't matching, and it wasn't anyone's original plan. It was, everyone agreed, more beautiful than any single vision could have made it. Isn't that beautiful? Here's what the story is really about. We often hold tightly to a picture of how something, a project, a relationship, or even our own lives is supposed to look like. And when reality doesn't match that picture, it can also feel like a failure, like a mess, like something's gone wrong. But sometimes the most beautiful things happen when we let go of the picture entirely and let each part be exactly what it is, and trusting that something bigger will take shape from all of those different pieces and come together. So today, if there's something you're gripping onto tightly, trying to force it into a shape that you already imagined, maybe try with the garden trident and let go. Add your true shape to the whole and see what a beautiful, unexpected thing takes form. Always, always, always know that I see you and I am super proud of you. And have a good day. And I almost forgot. Stay tuned for next week's episode. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and get notified. See you soon. Have a good day, everyone. Bye for now.